Right, here we are. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Dragoonster. Um, not really done much this week. I say that these guys have been made up. They're new. Um, I'll talk about him in a little bit. But I've been fiddling with some spraying. I've not actually done any painting of these guys. I need to work out where I'm going to put these guys that are kind of quote unquote finished. I need to think about where I'm going to put those guys. But I've done some spraying with different colours. So we've got these guys I already had in black. I sprayed these guys in black. I used my white on the Teutonic Knights because basically the kind of cloth on the horse and the cloth on them, their clothing and tunics and whatever, is white. And then you've got the Old Guard Grenadiers down here, because my friend's Austria has got 48 Austrians, so that's, I think, 3 large units and a standard one, or 5, I think, 5 standard units, which I'm slightly terrified of, actually. We're doing a slightly cut down size, so rather than the 24 that you're meant to do in the rules, we've done 12. So I sprayed those in blue, because their greatcoats are normally blue. And sometimes their trousers are blue, so that really simplifies things. They're probably only going to really need white and black and metal, and actually some wood. I'm working through that. Oh, and skin. I need to paint their skin. And then down here, I've sprayed these guys black. These guys are I'm gonna paint as normal guys in plain greatcoats, following some bloke here who's going to be my officer. So that's what I've done so far. Now, normally I'm super organised, and I record on the Saturday I upload. Today's Thursday, so I might might actually get some done in the next few days, and depending on how I feel about it, I might upload that too. I might record an extra bit. One thing I noticed, so I sprayed these guys in white. I also sprayed this fellow, who's going to... a model of a fellow by the name of, I think, Simo Hoja, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He is called White Death, the White Death. He's probably, I think, got the best sniper record in terms of number of kills. So I sprayed him when I did the Teutonic Knights, because white. He's wearing a snowsuit, so basically all I need to do really is his flesh, his boots, and the gun, and that's basically it. But when I sprayed, so he's metal, so I superglued him to the base. I superglued him to the base. And then I sprayed him white with these guys. I got these guys up, brilliant, and went to pull him off, and the white spray from between the base and the kind of piece of card. So the white spray that I used stuck the base to the card that I use as a kind of holding thing in the garage to put everything on. To spray, made a stronger adhesive bond than the super glue. Now it looks like the super glue was only at one end, so it wasn't all the way over. So that might be why. So I'm going to have to re-glue him, and then get on with the various bits of painting. Now, if I can get these guys done by Sunday, I could take these and I could face my friend's Austrians. Now that'll be his first game of black powder, so that's definitely not I'm definitely not going to record that, because I think that would be a little bit unfair to be like, hey, this is your first game of something, let's record a battle report. But he has responded positively to the idea of doing battle reports with 2 different people playing the sides, which will be shocking to everyone. I'm unsure of what to do with the French beyond this. Like, I've got some bits and pieces, and I do want to do my Polish Lancers to continue my theme of people living in Poland who are cavalry. But the problem I have with that is I've got two friends who both play Britain and France already, and this other friend playing Austria. So I'm not entirely sure if having a horde of, well, horde, these are the elite, but having another French army would be particularly good. I want to do them because I really like them. I'm loving Victrix. So these guys are Victrix, and if we compare them to, like, so these are the Hanoverians from Warlord. They're basically the same pose. So let's ignore the command. Let's get two ordinary blokes. Two ordinary blokes. So compare and contrast. You have two chasseurs, admittedly the old guard, but both plastic. And here's a unit. Here's two Hanoverian. So they're about the same price for a box of the old guard, of which this is less than half, I think. I think you get 60. I think you get 60 of these guys in the box. In comparison to 24. These guys, they're the same price, so you get 2.5 times as many, and you get, in my view, a lot better, kind of a lot more options, and I think they're a lot better. So I think I'm gonna paint up the Warlord I've got, but I think when I'm looking at black powder, I think I'm gonna prefer places I can go elsewhere. Now the frustrating thing is, I don't think there's many places that do Russians, because that's the other idea. That's the idea I've got for the kind of third armies, the Russians. I don't think many people do Russians in plastic. I might be wrong on that. Victrix don't. I don't think Perry do. So, but I've already been given some Russians from Warlord. So I think I'll have to work through those. But I think I'm going to start drifting away from them when it comes to these kind of guys. I think when it comes to the metals, if you're only going to have like one or two of them, it's not so bad. But I think actually Perry's cheaper. And I've got my two Swedes. I don't know why I pointed that out. The pikemen have not been worked on at all. There's still there's still kind of half a pike unit that haven't really been touched by any paint, and these guys are a complete mishmash, mainly blue and grey. But I'll have to consider what to do with what happens next and what paint colours to do them. It's whether I want to kind of do a little bit, or if I want to really focus on, for example, the old guard here. We'll give these things a thought as we go. Thanks for watching.